guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be another Lucy's book club video, and this is going to be another haul of all of the books that I bought from a car boot sale this weekend. So I'm going to just show you every single one that I bought. None of these were more than 50p, and I've started reading one. So I'll just show you the one that I've started reading, and this is the Jenny Colgan, The Loveliest Chocolate Shop in Paris. This is about a girl who becomes poorly and then she ends up going to work in a chocolate shop in Paris after she's kind of recovered from what she was poorly from, and I don't really know that much about it so far, but that's all that I've got up to. It's a lovely book so far and I'm really enjoying it, but I am only about 50 pages in, so I can't really tell you much more about it. So this says, as dawn breaks over the Pont Neuf and the cobbled alleyways of Paris come to life, Anna Trent is already awake and at work, mixing and stirring the finest, smoothest, richest chocolate made entirely by hand and is sold in the Grande Dame of Paris. I can't say French things, I'm not good at other languages, so sorry. It's a huge shift from the chocolate factory she worked in at home in the north of England, but when an accident changed everything, Anna was thrown back in touch with her French teacher Claire, who offered her the chance of a lifetime to work in Paris with her former sweetheart, Thierry, the master chocolatier. And it's a really good book so far, I'm really enjoying it, so if you find one of these books in your charity shop or at a car boot sale, then definitely pick it up. And this book was 50p. The next book is also a Jenny Colgan one. This one doesn't look like it's been read at all. And this says Operation Sunshine, a perfect sun lounger read, says Heat. And this book was 20p, and it says Evie needs a good holiday. Not just because she's been working all hours in her job, but also because every holiday she has ever been on involves sunburn, arguments and projectile vomiting, sometimes all three at once. Why can't she have a normal holiday like other people seem to have? Sun, sand, sea and hopefully sex. So this sounds good, and once again another Jenny Colgan book, but these are the kind of thinner ones that she sometimes does. My sister also has one of these, so I will borrow that one next time. But yeah, this seems like a good book, and for 20p, and it looks like brand new, I think it's a bargain. Then the next book that I got is my first Jojo Moyes book, and this is The Last Letter from Your Lover. So this is just what it looks like, and this one was 50p. It says, 1960, Jennifer Sterling lives a life of luxury with a wealthy husband. On paper she has it all. In reality she's dangerously devoted to another man who is asking her to risk everything. 2003, Ellie Horwath works as a journalist for the national newspaper and is in love with a charming writer. On paper she should be happy, but in reality her career is foundering and the man who holds her heart belongs to someone else. I'm not going to read the rest of it because it's quite a mouthful, but basically the lady who sold me this said that this is one of her favourite books she has ever read, and you can tell it's been very well read. It sounds like a lovely book. I'm not really sure what happens. I know that Ellie stumbles across a letter that Jennifer Sterling writes, because that's what the back of the book says, but it sounds like a good book and I can't wait to read it. So the next book that I stumbled across was Will Grayson, and this was with The Last Letter from Your Lover. This was also 50p, and it says, Will Grayson meet Will Grayson. One cold night in a most unlikely corner of Chicago, two strangers cross paths. Two teens with the same name running in two very different circles. Suddenly they find their lives going in new and unexpected directions, culminating in heroic turns of heart and the most epic musical ever to grace a high school stage. So I've actually not read one of John Green's books before, but I have seen two of his films. I've seen Paper Towns and what's the other one that everyone loves? It says OK on the front of it. You know what I mean. Fault in Our Stars, that one. And I think this just sounded good, and I think I'd like to start reading John Green's books because the films of his books are very good. So this is my first John Green one, and I plan on hopefully getting more of them soon. Another book that I found for 20p, but it's not in the best condition. As you can see, the front of it started to come off, and this is You Had Me at Hello by, I'm not even sure how to say her name, Mahari McFarlane. I'm sorry, I'm not very good with like words and names. And this says, Rachel and Ben and Rachel, it was them against the world until it all fell apart. It's been a decade since they last spoke, but when Rachel bumps into Ben one rainy day, the years melt away. They'd been partners in crime and best friends, but it's clear that life has moved on. Ben is married, Rachel is not. Yet that split second, Rachel feels the old friendship return, and along with it, a broken heart she has never been able to mend. I just thought this sounded like a lovely book. Like, I really love love stories. 2 of the books that I read before have been love stories and I've just been so into them, so I think I'll really enjoy this because love stories are my kind of thing when it comes to books. And then the last book was 50p as well, and this is Cecilia Ahern, Thanks for the Memories, and I think this is just the most beautiful book cover. Like, it's just so beautiful. As soon as I saw it on the floor with all the rest of the books, it stood out to me so much and I just had to get it. So it's like a little kind of tower of apartments, and then on the inside it's got them, but if you go like that it looks like they're walking separate ways. I hope you can see this because I'm using my other camera and I can't see what's happening, but if not I'll put it here in front of me so you can see. Joyce Conway remembers things she shouldn't. She knows about tiny cobble streets in Paris which she has never visited, and every night she dreams about the unknown little girl with blonde hair. Justin Hitchcock is divorced, lonely and restless. He arrives in Dublin to give a lecture on art and meets an attractive doctor who persuades him to donate blood. It's the first thing to come straight from his heart in a long time. When Joyce leaves hospital after a terrible accident, with her life and her marriage in pieces, she moves back in with her elderly father, all while the strong sense of deja vu is overwhelming her and she can't figure out why. Doesn't really give you much of a background of what it's about, but I just couldn't pass it up because it's so pretty. I messaged to said that Cecilia Ahern books are really good, so I thought I'd give this a try. So that's all the books that I've got to show you today. Like I said in my last book haul, if you have any books that you think are good or you think that I'd like, then leave them in the comments down below because I'd love to know. And if you've read any of these books, tell me what you thought of them in the comments down below because I'd love to know. And once again, if anyone would like to kind of join a little book club or start to talk about the books that they've read or any of these, then let me know and we can sort something out because I think it'd be really cool to talk about books together. So all 6 of these books altogether came to £2.40, which is incredible because usually at charity shops it's about £3 for 3 books, so £2.40 for 6 I think is amazing. So yeah, that's all of the books I've got to show you today, and if you've enjoyed this video then give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos like this and lots of other videos because I upload videos twice weekly, once on a Sunday and once on a Wednesday. If you would like to see more videos like this then just let me know because I love making videos like this, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!